I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. This pair of side cutters does pretty much the same thing and a little easier without making me chisel up the face of that. So I'm going to be using these side cutters on this board and these other boards to get those tacks out. Now the reason the tacks were on there, that is what held this canvas in place. But they obviously didn't work for the long haul because somebody either pulled them out or they pulled through. And since I didn't pull them out, I imagine over time they just wore through. So to make this project move along a little bit, I'm just going to go ahead and pull these out. Do I need to? No. But with that covered up, I don't know where the tacks are. And my chances of having to try and drill a hole through a tack becomes much more likely. That one was in there. The further they are below the surface, the harder it is to get them out. No tacks at all on that one. I could probably sweep these up with my fingers, but time has told me, and practice has shown me, that doing that's a good way to get your fingers stuck. This board is all notched out for the hinges. Doing a dry fit, in other words, before putting glue on any of the components, means that any mistakes in fitting, you can just take it back apart with no harm done, no glue stuck all over everything, and everything works. Make sure this fits right, I have to match up these boards. It's always a good plan. It also lets you have the clamps sitting nearby. If you have the clamps sitting nearby and ready to go, all you have to do is put the part in place, pick up the clamp that's already adjusted close to where you need it to be, and then tighten the clamp. And I know where the latch went, right there. Saves a lot of last minute scrambling and then finding out later that, well, the part that you thought you had glued up, you didn't. There we have it. That's how they go. Because of the taper of the toolbox top, I have to match these things up so that they go where they belong. Pretty good. Pretty good. This one's a little excessive. There. That looks more like it. These holes drilled through here were for the metal band. That's where the metal band holes penetrated. These holes rotted out, so I drilled them out and put plugs in there so that when I put the screws back in to hold the metal band on, that's going to hold it in place. Now, to avoid having a bunch of iron in this thing where I don't want it, now that I have these side pieces clamped up, I'm going to glue this end piece in place. No such thing as having too many clamps.
The reason I keep stepping away from the assembly is to go pick up clamps off the racks. It would be nice to have them around the assembly area, but there's just not enough wall space. Didn't I just say earlier about dry fitting letting you have all the clamps lined up where you need them? Yeah, best laid plans. Adding a few clamps as tweaks, that's acceptable.
Now we'll do a similar thing on this end. Now this was all put together by somebody who whittled it as they went. So there's no precision fit up. It's just making it fit. See how the corners come together now? But this corner is not anywhere near the same as that corner. They're just close enough to work. There, got a good drawdown on that. Almost had it trapped there. There. Now it just has to sit and set up. Have the sides glued on. All the clamps in place. Now I just have to wait for everything to set up. If you recall from earlier videos, I soaked these sideboards with linseed oil. They were pretty punky and I needed to give them something to kind of stiffen them up a bit. The linseed oil has done a good job of holding it all together. Now I'm just going to wait for the glue to take and that'll attach these sideboards. Then I can go through and set the canvas on top. I can give this coat of black paint and then get ready for the metal hoop to go over and hold down the canvas. I'm back on the toolbox project again and I'm glad to be doing it. It's been a long time waiting. 4 months. Just seems like it takes forever. But we're back at it. Hopefully we'll get this done. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.